Hi guys, welcome back for another one. I am Mr. Free to Play. That is right, I'm a free to play player and I give free to play player advice, tips, tricks, and other things. Today we are back with another Resource Management 101 video, and this one is covering most useful or not characters for campaigns. So guys, if you're ready for it, sit back, relax, and let's get into it. In the event this is the very first Resource Management 101 video you are catching in this series, as this video is part of a playlist that you guys can go check out the other parts of this one, as right now this Resource Management 101 I'm covering a very large umbrella of topics, but eventually it will get broken down for you guys as I'm trying to reach a wide range of the player base instead of just a select few, as where future videos when I start breaking this down will only probably pertain to a select few versus a wide audience. But Resource Management 101 is my rating system of how useful a character is in gaining sustainable resources and unlocking content. And that means it covers game modes like unlocking a legendary, monthly events, clearing the highest tier challenges, useful in U7 and DD3 Essential, and adding to that list for this video, and maybe this video only, I haven't decided yet, is campaign efficiency. So what you guys do not see on this list are things like Arena and War, as I do not believe these game modes are 100% resource efficient. Based on the amount of investment and how often the meta changes, they will get covered at some point. I don't know if they'll be covered as part of resource management or they'll be covered separately, but either way I will cover these for all players that need to understand the importance of them and when it may not be in their best interest to invest in these game modes. But today is all about campaigns, so let's take a look at the campaigns that are being used to determine a character's campaign efficiency. So those game modes are not going to include things like heroes or villains, because every character falls in that bucket. It's not going to include any of the Nexus campaign except for the last two, as we'll only focus on campaigns that have specific tags that don't pertain to everybody, and that is Cosmic, Mystic, basically Heroes Chapter 7, the Villains campaign, all but the last three, because for some reason they go back to everyone's allowed to be used. The Nexus campaign, only the last 6 nodes, because the first 3 are like anyone can be used. All of Doom War Chapter 1 broken down into 3 different blocks, and Isotope 8. Now I'm going to be honest with you guys, I actually had this entire slideshow done before the new patch. I thought, hey, 3 new characters, I'll wait for the patch to go live, I'll unplug them in where they fall, and then I'll call it a day and then release this video. Nope, Isotope 8 came out with global tag needed. So it changed up my entire slideshow, which is the reason why this has been delayed for a week now. But I finally got it all up to date for you guys, and I'm going to break it down for you. So now we're going to look at character usage. So there is one character out of 148 that can be used in 6 of the 13 campaigns. That's a lot. There's also one character that can be used out of 5 out of 13. And then there are 35 with 4 uses. And those I will be covering in this video. Now I will not be covering the characters with 3 or 2 uses. And originally in my slideshow I did reveal all the characters with 0 uses. Now with Isotope 8, some of those characters that did have a 0 now have a 1. And instead of just pointing out the characters that are only used in Isotope 8, I figured I would point out all the characters with only 1 use as maybe a caution tale that you may not want to invest in early. Since Isotope 8 is unlocked at level 55 and some of these other game modes you don't get till later, to make things fair, I decided to include everyone with 1 use. But with that said, let's get this show started. First up, Juggernaut stands alone as the only character that's able to do Mystic, Villains 4 through 6. I'm not going to say the chapters because right now there is not multiple chapters in these that with tag specifics. Nexus 7, 9, and Isotope 8. Yeah, he stands alone there, all by his lonesome. Next up is America Chavez and Doctor Strange. These are the only 2 characters that can do Cosmic, Mystic, Hero 7, 9, and Doom War 4, 6. America Chavez was one of the characters that surprised me the most when I put this list together, as I don't really rate her as a useful character, and I probably still don't, but I just thought it was strange that she was up there. And no pun intended on the Doctor. Alright, moving on. Scarlet Witch, Elsa Bloodstone, Black Panther, and M'Baku recently got added because of Isotope 8, with 4 uses in Mystic and Heroes 4-6 and Doom War 4-6 added on top of that. That is definitely a mixed match of characters for those campaigns. I don't know if you would actually want to build that as a team. I personally would not, but yes, they are some highly useful characters. Well, maybe not meta in Baku's case. Alright, let's look at some other characters with 4 uses. And that is Ultimus. Yes, Ultimus. Ronin, Loki, and Hela can be used in Cosmic Mystic, Villains 4-6, and Nexus 4-6. Very highly useful characters right there. Alright, and now before I move on to actually showing you guys full teams that you can put together to clear nodes, I do want to take a look at those characters that have 1 or 0 uses. First off, let's start with the Cosmic Campaign. These are characters that can only be used in the Cosmic Campaign. So these are some characters you may want to start to avoid. Now, none of you guys are going to be disappointed with these first 3 Ravengers, right? Oh, you're celebrating, you're doing your little party poppers. All right, I got another one for you. Nebula? Nope, you still got the confetti going? How about this? That is right, Corvus Clave, Proxima Light, Call Obsidian, all can only be used in the Cosmic Campaign. Sorry to burst your bubble. Now I know a bunch of you meta warriors out there are tapping in my comments right now telling me how much of a idiot and moron I am. I don't really care, as the facts don't lie. Sorry I hurt your feelings. Hashtag not sorry. Heroes, Chapter 713. What do you guys think is going to fall in this category? Well, I hate to tell you, but a lot of city heroes fall in this category. These characters can only be used in this campaign only, and that includes the non-released characters yet of Anti-Venom and She-Hulk, Symbiote, Spider-Man, Squirrel Girl, all the Defenders minus Iron Fist, Night Nurse, Miss Marvel, Peter Parker, and Miles Morales. These characters can only be used as nodes, which is a shame because at least 2, maybe 3 of these characters on this list are highly efficient characters elsewhere. Such a shame, but the good news is you guys don't really get to there until you hit level 70, so, you know, may or may not be bad, but you want to be careful investing early. Now let's move on to Villains Chapter 713, and I know what you guys are thinking already. How much more of a downer can this get? Well, it gets worse for you guys, because these characters, yes, the Sinister Six, can only be used in this campaign, and yes, they are highly recommended for everyone to level up. And if you guys really want to get technical, yeah, Chapter 713, Sinister Six is not the recommended team. They actually take more of an investment than the other 2 teams that can actually clear 1 through 3 in the Villains Chapter 7. And then let's get into Isotope 8 campaign. These characters can only be used here, and actually these characters had a 0 before Isotope 8. Now, because Isotope 8 unlocks at level 55, these characters actually become useful earlier than later. But once again, it's only 1 campaign. So let's start off with some characters you may not be disappointed with. Killmonger and Namor, right? No one's disappointed. How about this? Taskmaster, you disappointed yet? No, you're not disappointed yet? How about this? Ultron? He's not available in any other campaign. Will you even have him unlocked by level 55? Probably not. But that's the only campaign he is good in. And then if I haven't got your attention yet and haven't gotten your fingers ready, you meta warriors, you're really not going to like me after this one, because the other characters are Emma Frost, Mr. Sinister, and Strife. Now, before we move back into the characters and teams that are useful in campaigns, I have to show you guys all the characters that have a 0 rating. And that is Kingpin, Handblade Master, Hand Archer, Bullseye, and then the Merc Squad, Riot Guard, Soldier, Sniper, and Lieutenant. Now there are 3 other characters that have a 0 rating, but I'm saving that for the end because I like to end my videos with a little shock and awe. And if you have not been shocked and awe yet, oh, this gets better, guys. All right. Next up, we're going to review a full team that can clear the Cosmic, Hero 7-9, Nexus 4-6, and Doom War 4-6. And who do you think that team is? And if you said Guardians of the Galaxy, you are correct, as that includes Star-Lord, Rocket, Groot, Gamora, Mantis, and Drax. Now this team is pretty good starter, especially if you're going to buy the starter pack to begin with. But there's another team that I highly recommend even more than this team that I'll cover as very last. They already covers 2 of these other campaigns and actually chains well much better than the Guardians. Now we have another team to reveal, and they can do Heroes 4-6, Nexus 7-9, Doom War 7-9, and Isotope 8. And that team right now appearing on my screen is S.H.I.E.L.D. And that includes these members here: Nick Fury, Agent Coulson, all the S.H.I.E.L.D. minions, Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye, and Yo-Yo. Now this team I do not recommend at all, because the next team I'm going to show you do the exact same thing they do. except the Doom War 7-9, they do a different section of Doom War, and I really don't highly recommend Shield to clear Doom War Chapter 1, Nodes 7 through 9. In that team, before I pop them on the screen, can do Heroes 4-6, Nexus 7-9, Doom War 1-3, and Isotope 8, and that team is, my friends, you're going to get excited, is X-Men. That is correct, X-Men. Phoenix, Psylocke, Storm, Cyclops, Cyclops, Beast, and Wolverine. Now this team hasn't really been added to my recommended free-to-play teams to get, but once Beast becomes farmable, I'm probably going to move them up there. Now I'm not saying for sure yet, I have to do a little more evaluation, but once Beast is up there, you get 3 stars even if X-Men goes down. Even if you don't even have Phoenix, one of the X-Men goes down, no problem, you still get 3 stars on all these event campaigns. And assuming Beast is farmable in an early campaign, which if the devs do it correct, they should do it that way, it's going to make this highly recommendable. Like I said, I'm waiting to see where they put Beast, because that's going to depend if this team gets a high nod or a void for me. Alright guys, and that is all the characters with 4 uses. Now let's get into the character with 5 and 6, starting off with the number 2 character overall. They can cover Cosmic, Mystics, Heroes 7-9, Nexus 4-6, Doom War 4-6, and without looking up, who do you think that character is? And I can guarantee you only one, maybe out of 100 of you got this one correct, because that, my friends, is Heimdall. That is right, Heimdall. How many of you are shocked jaws dropping on the floor? Yes, he covers 5 different campaigns. But wait, it gets better. Ad number 1 covers Cosmic, Mystic, Hero 7-9, Nexus 4-6, Doom War 4-6, and Doom War 7-9, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys have already figured this one out, and that, my friends, is Thor, the god of campaigns. And because of the last 2 you guys just seen, this is why I highly recommend anyone, if you can get your hands on the Asgardians early in this game, I highly recommend them because they cover such a wide range of campaigns, especially since they have a mixture of heroes and villains in their team. They're not the most meta team anymore, but they're still up there. And they will clear a lot of the older content. Actually, I could probably scratch it. They could probably much clear all the current content in the game. I don't know if they'll keep clearing future content, but they definitely can clear what's current. Now, before I go, I told you guys earlier there was 3 other characters that had 0 uses in this game, and I told you guys I'd show them at the end. And that, my friends, with 0 uses is Carnage, Venom, and Scream. And if you guys are shocked by that reveal, give me a thumbs up button. If you're new here or have not done so already, hit that subscribe button. And if you do not want to miss any resource management 101 videos I do on my channel, don't forget that notification bell. And with all that said, I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye. Hi guys, welcome back for another one. You know my name, you know my intro. I'm just sipping out of my Mr. Freedom coffee cup today. Link in the description if you want one.
It's a little hot in here. Buy Maddie's stuff.